Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa wala. We continue inshallah ta'ala with the virtues of the prayer, and this is such a beautiful virtue, and that is Salah is a medium to get you directly into Jannah. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam asked, this is a hadith that was collected by Imam Muslim and authority of Rabi'a ibn Ka'b al-Aslami. He was one of the companions of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that used to always loves to be around the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and used to always run his errands. And he was always there to prepare for him his water to perform wudu, anything that Rabi'a is there. And it's not just Rabi'a, there's so many other companions of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they used to always love to be there. One of the things about the Prophet ﷺ is that he does not leave anything to go unnoticed. And then he called upon Rabi'a one time and he said to him, Ya Rabi'a, ask me something. I wanted to give you and do something for you. You've always been there for me. You always run errands for me. I want to do something good. And he says, Ya Rasulullah, I want to be in your company in Al-Jannah. I want you and I to be in the same place in Al-Jannah, next door to you. He said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, is there anything else, Ya Rabi'a, that I can do for you instead of that? He says, Ya Rasulullah, I don't want anything else. Rabi'a, look, subhanallah, there's so much to be said about, subhanallah, the level of focus that the Sahaba had about what the priorities are. And as they say, subhanallah, whatever you do and say is nothing but a manifestation of what resides in your heart. This is what fills up the heart of Rabi'a, and this is why he asked away exactly what is a priority for Rabi'a. In short, he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, then help me to help you by being excessive in voluntary prayer, excessive with the salah. Look, when you look at this hadith, there's so many benefits to it. One, this is not exclusive to only Rabi'a ibn Ka'b al-Aslami, the companion of the Prophet ﷺ, but this is rather a gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the ummah of the Prophet ﷺ. Anybody who will take that as a medium, the prayer as a medium, to earn al-Jannah, it is there for him. Also, understand that in the prayer, what is in the prayer? In the prayer, once you're in it, it is a place also for supplications. When you're talking about the supplications to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they can be the most effective when you are inside the prayer. Outside, inside, yes, but the most operative time and place to perform the supplications is when you are inside the prayer. طيب. During the prayer, the Prophet supplications rather, the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that once you make a supplication, you make a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that supplication is going to be answered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in one of three ways. Either exactly how He asked it. You ask for a car, you will get exactly the car you asked for. You ask for some harm to be removed, and it was removed. So it is exactly how you ask it. It comes exactly in the form that you wanted it. Or it will be, Allah will keep it for you until you see it on the Day of Judgment. Or Allah Ta'ala will remove an equal value of that supplication in a harm that was bound to come and touch you. So in one of the three forms. They said, Ya Rasulullah, then we should be excessive in making dua. He says, إِذَا نُكْثِرْ. He says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Allahu akthar. Allah is more excessive. Meaning, the more you ask, the more you get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You could literally ask for the heavens and the earth of wealth, you will get that, and that is nothing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Nothing to Allah. But the point here is when it comes to Al-Jannah, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Al-Jannah during the prayer. Also, when it comes to how Rabi'a asked for the highest level of Al-Jannah. When you ask Allah. Ask Allah Ta'ala al-Firdaus al-A'la, as the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said. You want Allah Ta'ala to grant you Al-Jannah, great. But ask Allah Ta'ala to grant you the company of the Prophet, be you next door to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Next door to the prophets and messengers and the righteous. That's what you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when it comes to Al-Jannah, it is in so many different levels. It has the levels of Al-Jannah are in the number of the ayat in the Quran. The number of the ayat in the Quran is derived from the hadith of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As. He said that the Prophet ﷺ said that when it comes to the person who, on the day of judgment, the person who is consistent with the Quran, he will be called upon and he will be given the chance to climb the levels of Al-Jannah based on the number of the ayat that person had memorized. He would be told, recite and rise and climb those levels of Al-Jannah. Your level of Al-Jannah will be decided based on the number of the ayat that you were consistent with in memorization, in recitation, in this life. Rattil warqa wartaqi. Recite and climb those levels of Al-Jannah. This is why, and he says sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in a different hadith, that the level between, rather the distance between one level and the next, he says, just like when you look up and you see the farthest star up above, this is the distance between the one level and the other level. So you have 6,000 plus levels based on the 6,000 plus number of ayat in Al-Quran. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst those who will earn the company of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in Al-Jannah. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst those who, when they hear the speech, they follow the best of it. Wa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam ala Muhammad. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.